Hello and welcome to today's review video where I'm going to show you the latest version of PrimeXBT leverage trading exchange, which is version 2, which has been recently launched, and I'm going to show you the different features that have been added to this exchange when we're going to be going through it. And as always, for transparency, this is a sponsored video, just so you know. And without further ado, let's talk about what PrimeXBT is all about. But of course, if you are interested, again, not financial advice, I do recommend you to learn how to trade first. This is for traders that do have some experience in the market. And if you are new, please make sure that you are not risking large amounts of money or anything, because there is a high risk of actually losing your money if you do decide to trade using this leverage trading platform. You can get liquidated, so that's just something to keep in mind. Now, to talk about PrimeXBT. Now, it is an award-winning Bitcoin-based margin trading platform that offers access to over 50 assets, including crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple, Forex, commodities such as metals, oils, and gas, and indices such as the S&P 500, DAX, NASDAQ, and much more, all from a single account. And of course, you can use Bitcoin as margin collateral to trade all the available assets. Now, we're actually going to take a look at the different features, but first let's talk a little bit about the PrimeXBT About section here. So what's the company all about? And the company was founded in 2018, and from the very first day they have grown exponentially and currently serve clients in more than 150 countries. They provide their clients with access to top-tier liquidity and wide range of trading tools while maintaining security, liquidity, enabling a safe and efficient trading environment for everyone. And here we can see that they've got some partners: Bitfury, Crystal, Dev Experts, and Covesting, which is one of the platforms that's integrated within PrimeXBT. And we'll take a look at that as well. Now, with regards to the technology, well, they're offering a robust trading system for both beginners and professional traders that demand highly reliable market data and performance. Entire infrastructure is designed to facilitate high number of orders per second and extreme loads while offering ultra-fast order execution and low latency. It's for traders of all experience levels as well, obviously due to the simple design that they've got, which we're going to see when we take a look at it. And I know I have done a dedicated review of this platform before, but that was on the first version. Now it is a little bit different on the second version because they've added these new features. Now, if you're interested to know how they execute your trades, where all the trades on PrimeXBT are executed at one of the Amazon AWS servers in London and Frankfurt. They're connected to multiple liquidity providers to ensure low latency and smooth pricing across all the available assets. And as you can see here in this latest report that they've got, in 2020, 74.1% of the client's market orders were executed at requested quote, which is significantly higher comparing to the industry average. Now, you can check the vision and the values if you're interested here. And of course, you just click the start trading button. But like I said, the link to this exchange can be found in the description of this video. If you're interested, it'll take you to my website, to the cryptocurrency exchanges list, and there you'll find the PrimeXBT link. And please make sure to use the promo code CRYPTOS50 in order to take advantage of a 50% deposit bonus, as long as you meet certain criteria. Of course, you can't just deposit, get the 50% and withdraw. You need to meet certain criteria to actually be able to withdraw that bonus that you're generating. Well, the bonus that you will be getting, basically, because you can trade with that bonus, you just cannot withdraw it straight away. Now, let's take a look here at the exchange. So let's go back here. So this is the exchange here. So this is basically the dashboard. Once you set up an account and you log in, this is what you'll see. So as you can see, before we used to have Bitcoin, but now I've got Ethereum, Tether, USD, and also Covesting, which is an ERC20 token. They can all be deposited and withdrawn here, so that's pretty cool. And if we scroll down here, we can see they've got the different features. Now we can see turbo within this section as well, margin within this section, because you can just simply use margin BTC here. Like I said, like I was saying earlier when I was explaining it, you can just click deposit and then that'll basically take you there. Now, we've got the Covesting list here. So here you can follow different traders' strategies if you're interested. Now, we've got the Covesting portfolio as well. So you can start a new following. And then, of course, you make profits with those top traders by copying their trades pretty much. And this is useful if you are not necessarily a beginner, but maybe a person between a beginner and an intermediate, and maybe you want to learn something new. Maybe your strategy is not working so well. You're trying to revise your strategy. So in this case, it's a good idea to maybe look at other people's strategies, that just to kind of understand and get a general idea of what they're doing, especially if they're profitable, right? So that's something to keep in mind. Now, one other thing I wanted to talk about here is in relation to the whitelisting feature that they've got. So if your account does get compromised for some reason, when you try to withdraw, just make sure that you've set whitelisting for only specific addresses that you want to withdraw to, so that if somebody compromises your account, they cannot withdraw to their address, but only to your address, which means that they're not going to be able to withdraw. And then in the meantime, you're going to be able to get access to your account once again by obviously contacting the support team of the exchange. Now, the other thing I wanted to say is that this is a leverage trading exchange with the option to do 100-to-1 leverage. So that's just also something to keep in mind here. Now, there is also the referral system that I spoke about before. So I just want to go back over to this section again, just to show you how the referral network works. So again, if you actually refer somebody, if you have a direct referral, you get 20% payout of the transaction fee. As you can see here, 15% for level 2, if that is if they refer somebody else, and so on all the way up to level 4 here. As you can see, it is a tiered system. So this is how it looks here, as you can see. So basically, the more people that get referred under you, the better it is, because you get a bigger commission. And again, the commission is great, right? You gotta keep that in mind. Now, of course, like I said, it is for traders. It is for people that actively trade. If you're just wanting to buy a cryptocurrency and hodl it, then this isn't the platform for you. If you want to trade, if you want to actually learn how to make money, if you want to learn how to trade professionally, maybe eventually do this full-time, start off as part-time, do this full-time, then this is the platform for you, because it offers all these great features. And also, of course, the referrals if you have friends who want to trade. Now, let's take a look at the actual trading platform again. So let's see what has actually changed. So if you go to Margin BTC here, it opens up the trading platform. So this is quite similar to as it used to be before. As you can see, we can see the chart here, but we can also see the information here up on the top. We've got the regular trading, the one-click trading, and the double-click trading. And again, because it is actually a leverage trading platform, let's actually go to the CFD. Actually, let's stay on the CFD market. Let's go to AUS 200, click on trade. So I can show you here how this actually works. Let's say you want to do a limit order, and let's say you wanted to set it at 1. If you did it at 10, you see it has a margin impact here. So here you can see what the margin impact is. So that's basically the amount of BTC that you actually need to have in your account in order to be able to take part or to be able to execute this trade. Because you can only execute trades if you have the enough margin impact, right? So if you don't have enough margin impact, and that's again, it'll actually tell you that in the available margin section if you have funds deposited here. So that's great, because that's how you'd know if you can actually trade a 10x leverage, a 20x leverage, and so on. But again, if you do trade, I don't recommend more than 2x leverage, maybe even 3x maximum at the beginning, just to get used to it. Because like I said, if something goes the wrong way, then you can get liquidated and lose all of your funds. So that's just something to keep in mind. You got to play it safe at the end of the day. You got to have a strategy, and that's why it's important to follow a trading strategy from someone who's successful maybe at the beginning through the Covesting platform. That's why they've integrated this, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But obviously the most important one to use here when actually trading is the OCO. One cancels the other, because you can set a stop limit order. You can buy at a certain price, and then you can set this OCO in order to take profit and also to protect yourself from losses in case it goes the opposite direction from your trade. Like say if you're going long and it starts going down, then you can get liquidated if you don't have a stop limit, but a stop limit can protect you. So this is crucial right here, the OCO order type. Now, of course, we've got, aside from CFDs here, we've also got crypto. We've got Bitcoin, Ethereum, EOS, Litecoin, Ethereum on the BTC pair, and so on. So I've got a number of them on the USD pair now as well. And the Forex trading as well. So again, the fiat currencies, if you want to trade them against each other. Again, this can also be leverage trade, and it has exactly the same features. As we've seen, we've got the market order type, the limit, the stop, and the OCO. And again, you can choose the USD CAD account. Again, this is actually basically telling you which pair you're on, as you can see here. And then you've got the buy and the sell. And you can tick this box to place the stop loss take profit as well if you're interested. Now you can open multiple trading accounts and use additional currencies, including stable coins, right, such as USDC and USDT for trading and P&L settlements, as we've seen in the crypto section, right? But PrimeXBTC operates differently from the most other trading platforms that you're used to, in that it runs on STP rather than P2P, which is peer-to-peer. STP stands for straight-through processing. What this means is that instead of matching users internally or with the market making algorithm, PrimeXBTC sends all orders out to its liquidity providers. So what this does is it gives the users more liquidity and less slippage compared to other platforms. So for example, let's say you're placing an order on a crude oil contract, and it sends it automatically to the liquidity partners, including the large brokerages and banks, for a match. And once the market triggers the order, it gets executed on your account. And this is advantageous because it allows users access to international markets with deep liquidity, and this is what we need. We need liquidity when trading because you don't want to suffer slippage. Now the same goes for cryptocurrencies. Multiple exchanges are connected as feed and liquidity providers to PrimeXBT. Orders are matched internally as well as with external liquidity providers. Now, independence from internal matching guarantees that users will always have the necessary liquidity to execute orders with minimal spread. And then we've got the order types, which we already talked about here, which I've already showed you, all the different orders. And with regards to the leverage, just one point I want to talk about. So on normal margin exchanges, you normally have to set the leverage level between 1 to 100, right, if they do offer 100x leverage. But on PrimeXBT, the interface is much easier. So here you can control the leverage by simply adjusting the position size. So for example, if you have 1 Bitcoin on your account, it allows you to open a 100 Bitcoin position at a 100 to 1 leverage. But by opening this trade, you utilize the maximum possible margin of 100%. So that is risky because in such cases, it's very likely that you will get a margin call or get liquidated if the price goes against your trade. Now, whereas opening a trade for say 20 Bitcoin, which is only 20% of the available margin, that gives you more buffer to open additional trades or simply leaving a lot of room for the price to move, right? And especially it's very important when setting those stop losses because as I was saying earlier, if the price goes against you and you don't have the stop loss set, then you can get liquidated, right? So it's just something to keep in mind as well. And it's always recommended to have more than 50% of the margin available to minimize the liquidation risk, especially if the market is highly volatile like crypto, right? If you're trading on the fiat currencies here and the fiat pairs, then it's not as volatile, so it's safer to maybe leave less margin. But on crypto, because it's volatile, definitely 50%. Now fees. So PrimeXBT offers low fees. So let's open that up there and take a look at the fees. So here we've got the list of fees for crypto. We can see the commission 0.05%, the minimum order size. We've got the maximum single trade size as well, the leverage, which is 1% in the case of 100 to 1 here with 0.01 and then 100 BTC. We've got the daily funding rate here, 0.0417. This is the financing day, the short day, 0.0694, 0.097. So it all depends on the currencies. On the US BTC here, it is higher, as you can see. Yeah, this is pretty much it here. And again, it is 24/7 because crypto never sleeps. Now on Forex, we can see that the commission 0.001%, the financing day 0.0038%, so it is very low. Maximum leverage is 1,000 to 1 here, and you can see the financing day is low. Most of them are pretty low here, as you can see, right, when it comes to Forex and traditional assets. But again, there is a time limit, right? So here you can only trade between certain times, Monday to Friday. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. What else do we want to look at here? So let's scroll back here. Let's go back. Okay, we've got the index as well. So again, 0.04, only Monday to Friday. For Dow Jones, for the euro. So yeah, this is where you can take a look at the different fees. So just check this out here. Also commodity for commodities, we've got the crude oil here, only 0.01 commission, and natural gas 0.01% as well. And again, Monday to Friday only. So that's the difference here, as opposed to the crypto markets, which are pretty much non-stop, right? Now, the next point that we want to talk about is the turbo. So let's go to the turbo feature. And this is, again, if you want to actually learn how to trade. This is a demo trading chart where you can pretty much test it out with 1 Bitcoin, right? You get 1 Bitcoin as demo balance, and you can test it out. You can go long, you can go short, and this is something that I've covered in my other tutorial as well. So not much has changed here. It is pretty much the same in that sense, but it is good, right? Because it is a new feature, and the tools do get added here, right, to this feature as well, because they want you to learn how to trade, obviously, right, in order to be able to trade for real then later. Now, you can earn up to 90% by predicting how the price will change in the next 30 seconds, 1 minute, or 5 minutes. So again, it is limited. It's not exactly the same as the other trading chart, which is for real money. You get, like I said, the 1 Bitcoin. It does provide a leaderboard as well with current most profitable traders on PrimeXBT Turbo. So you can see how you're doing against others as well. You see the leaderboard is here. And also note that this product involves a high risk of capital loss. If your prediction is correct, you profit. However, if your prediction is wrong, you will lose the invested amount. And again, just to remind you, you're not losing real money, you're losing the demo balance here. Now, yeah, definitely try this feature at the beginning, because this is, you know, free money, play money. And next, let's talk about the Covesting feature here. So if we go to Covesting, again, I have covered this in the last video that I did when I was looking at it, but it looks a little bit different here. You can see here they've got Bitcoin, you've got the different tags now as well, and you can see how profitable these traders are. So this person here is up 3,452% in the last 31 days since they've been active, and only today alone they've been up 2.9%. Some people have been down today, some people break even, as you can see here. Quite a few break even, which is surprisingly the majority are in green here. So those in green are obviously doing very well, right? So here you can see this is the equity that they've got, and these are the number of stars, the rating that they get. So this one has like very good rating, so you should look at the ones that have high rating, because obviously that helps you take advantage of this. And just one thing, one point that I want to talk about on Covesting. So the module that is provided by Covesting is a fully licensed DLT services provider, and Covesting was actually one of the first to receive a DLT license in Gibraltar, along with Huobi, eToro, and CEX. Now, what Covesting does is that, again, like I was saying, it allows you to set up and manage a trading strategy. It shows a pool of traders' assets, and basically what you can do is you can copy them. The providers, this provides an opportunity for both the experienced, successful traders and the followers, right, to boost each other's profit potential. Now, after the platform upgrade, you can now create a strategy or follow traders using USDC, USDT, and other currencies. So before it was just with Bitcoin, right? But now you can do it with other ones as well. But it wasn't just with Bitcoin, it was with Bitcoin and other assets. But now you've got other crypto assets as well added to it. Now, another thing that I want to talk about is in relation to their support. So PrimeXBT has a very strong support team. So it does have 24/7 live chat for instant responses. There's no need to send an email and wait hours or days to get a reply. And that's great, because if you have any kind of problem, if you think anything that happened to you is unfair when you're in a trade, you should be able to get in touch with someone as soon as possible to get that result. So that's awesome. They do have that support. And the other thing that I want to talk about is how they're resolving their potential outages and downtime. So in the past, when issues have come up, PrimeXBTC has always taken the responsibility to compensate their users, and you can check their Twitter history by going to the About section and scrolling down where you'll see the Twitter page. Now, there can happen a lot of things can happen, right? Because there are many moving parts to operate a trading platform, including reliance on third-party services outside of the company's control. But the main thing is that the main thing that you should ask yourself, I should say, is does this platform that you use solve disputes fairly? And if they do, then that's the most important thing, right? And you can see it based on their social media if you go to their Twitter page. Now, Just to summarize here, so as I was saying before, PrimeXBT is different from other crypto exchanges because it provides different types of executions in its STP liquidity providers model versus P2P trading that most exchanges offer. It also has a wide range of products and multiple markets under one roof. Overall, it's a competent and reliable platform that innovates with new products and strives to give customers a good deal. Of course, it is worth checking out, especially if you're bored with traditional crypto to crypto trading, right? And that's it from today's video. Just a kind reminder, if you are interested, you can find the link in the description of this video. Don't forget to use the promo code CRYPTOS50 to take advantage of that 50% deposit bonus. Thank you very much for watching once again, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.